Good morning. This week's theme is around procrastination and accountability. It's been getting on for 8 weeks now since the beginning of the lockdown, and schedules and plans have been thrown into disarray. The lockdown has provided us with something of a mirror held up right to our faces and exposing some of our habits and tendencies, some being quite productive and others perhaps less so. The thing with procrastination is that when we have an assignment to do, we kind of already know what we're supposed to be doing, and most of us have a good idea of how we're supposed to be going about it. We know how to plan an assignment so that we don't just leave everything to the last minute and panic to cram everything in. But that's where the procrastinators and the non-procrastinators diverge. Now, I can't speak for the non-procrastinators because I've always been really bad at self-regulation and have often fallen foul of my procrastination demons. So I want to talk a little bit about President Eisenhower, who set out a brilliant matrix for organising projects. The matrix helps you divide your tasks into 4 quadrants according to their importance and according to their urgency. So things that are both important and urgent go into quadrant 1, and they're the things to do first. Quadrant 2 is for those things that are not exactly urgent, but they are still important, so those things can be scheduled to be done later. And so on until you get to quadrant 4, which is for tasks that are neither urgent nor important, like surfing the internet with no specific purpose or rearranging pens in a pot according to colour and thickness. Well, Eisenhower suggests that we simply don't do the things in quadrant 4. Well, this is great for everyone who doesn't have a problem with procrastination. The procrastinators matrix, as suggested by the brilliant Tim Urban of waitbutwhy.com, looks more like this. We tend to spend more time in quadrant 4, stalling or waiting for the right moment. We do start to feel a bit better when we do things in quadrant 3, even though we know we really should be doing the things in quadrant 1. Quadrant 2, delegating to future you, well that's Homer Simpson territory.
That's a problem for future Homer. Man, I don't envy that guy.
And then we get to quadrant 1. Everything is now on fire, the deadline is tomorrow, and we still haven't started the task. Urban says that's when the panic monster finally appears and kicks us into gear. So the task does eventually get done, but the journey there is marred by guilt and shame and self-loathing and lots of inner critic stuff. So for those of us who are listening and going, yeah, that's me, the invitation here is to begin to challenge our inner voices and make a step towards changing our behaviours. The first step is to acknowledge with compassion that we do have these behaviours. Perhaps even thank our panic monster for looking after us all these years. But now is the time to start challenging the beliefs that perhaps once kept us safe, but that no longer serve us. We can change one step at a time. As Tim Urban says, no one builds a house. They lay one brick again and again and again, and the end result is a house. So the key isn't to be perfect, but to simply improve. If you'd like to talk to someone about procrastination, please do contact us at the Centre for Wellbeing at surrey.ac.uk or come and chat with one of us face-to-face in our virtual reception. We're there Monday to Friday, 10 till 4 p.m. So thank you for watching. I hope some of this has resonated with you. Do get in touch, and I hope you have a super weekend.